Oh, silver and gold.
This show is gold.
Welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gomer, and I'm a podcast engineer here. Excited to bring you world strategies with Ben Rusk today. Um, Before we bring Ben in, though, I want to um, bring in Kurt Raskoff, who disability ally marketing guru. So welcome, Kurt.
Thank you, Emily. Thanks for everything that you do. And it's great to be here with this program that we're bringing to you today. And we've got a newfound friend and someone who's been coming into our sphere and really helping us understand what we have been missing, but no longer. You're going to find out what we found here, and it is literally finding gold. What fun stuff this is, folks. And I couldn't be prouder to bring this program. I'm the grandson of a deceased miner. I have my grandfather and great uncles used to go out there into the mines and, do that whole mining thing. And so the idea that I am in this world today doing some mining for gold, what an exciting thing. So we're going to come in today with Ben Rusk, and I have different ways I pronounce my name. A lot of people know me as Kurt Roskoff, but when I'm with Ben, my name comes back to that Bavarian German Ruskopf. So I'm a Ruskopf when I'm with Ben Rusk. So here we go. Thanks for being here, Ben, and tell us more about your mantra of wealth strategies. You're bringing gold to us, but what's the strategy for wealth with gold? What's the whole gist of the program?
Well, I would really like to take it back to its beginning roots, right? The country was founded with the Constitution, and in the Constitution, it states that the only legitimate money of this country is gold and silver. And we have gotten away from that with the printing of, the US dollar and taking it off of the gold standard. We now have a currency, a fiat currency that's no longer backed by gold or silver. So the ability for us to acquire gold and silver as individuals, we're basically bringing ourselves back on the gold standard to protect our wealth. And what we mean by that is, dollar bills sitting in a bank account are losing its purchasing power. Some people call it value, but it's truly purchasing power. You take a dollar out of your wallet today and buy something, today you get about $3, 3 cents worth of product. If we'd have pulled a dollar out of our wallet 10, 15 years ago, we probably would have got 75 cents worth of value, right? Of product. So it makes sense to hold your money in gold and silver that rises with inflation, the value of it, the purchasing power. So if you were to store your purchasing power in gold and silver today, like I'm holding here, um, you know, as inflation increases, the purchasing power of your gold and silver will increase with it. So what you can buy today, you'll probably be able to buy more of it tomorrow. So that's kind of a real brief introduction as to why a person would want to hold gold and silver today.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense, and it's a need out there, to share this information. So I do encourage everybody out there to share this video, because I am a poster child, as some might say, for the success of this program that Ben brings to us, and that Emily and I have become a part of, because we were missing it. We're missing it. And Ben's been out there available to us for some time as we're out there networking. And we'd casually hear the information and we didn't really dive into it. But then eventually, we open up the time to really review everything Ben brings out in the company. And now that we are here at World of Ability Podcast Network, we're doing it all together. We just had a follow-up meeting with another contact that also has been hanging around our spheres and didn't really connect all the dots, but now we got some things with their organization that looks prospective, to connect and collaborate and to bring into this fold of this great wealth strategy. And we're all out here trying to help people and add value. And Ben, you've got your patriotic background, and so it's kind of like, hey, with the fiat dollar and this financial element in our country, it kind of sounds like we're degrading our own nation here. But no, the idea is we have these ways to take the wealth strategies and to live that American dream. That's what it's all about, legacy. So talk to legacy a little bit, Ben, to live the American dream and to create intergenerational wealth and so forth. That's what a lot of people are striving for in our country. How does this program help us build that intergenerational wealth?
Absolutely. We don't really think about our wealth extending past our lifespan. Everybody's worried about having enough money to make it to the end of their lifespan. Well, with gold and silver not being something that extracts wealth from your family, but actually adds to it, it gives you the ability to hold your family's wealth in a tangible asset that, if it is not spent during your lifetime, can be left as a legacy or an inheritance to future generations. Now, how does that happen? Well, it happens by being consistent. Every week, every month, you need to be building that treasure chest, as I call it. It's like you become your own bank, right? Because your wealth is being put into something that rises and falls with inflation rather than something that only falls as inflation increases. That's where people are missing the boat. Instead of holding your money in a bank where the bank is going to charge you, or give you 5% annually for the money you hold in the bank. Well, what you don't realize is that inflation is growing at more than 1% a month. So let's just say you've got 12% of inflation that's eating away at your savings account. You're getting 5 a year. So that means your money actually lost 7% of purchasing power while sitting in the bank. Now take that same money and put it into an account that holds gold and silver. And with gold and silver, gold in the 2024 is risen to an all-time high 35 times. So the value of your gold just sitting there doing nothing has actually increased in value. So if at a later point in time you needed to liquidate that gold for an emergency expense because you're your own bank and you have your own funds, you would be able to have the purchasing power to address that emergency that you have. So it's all about perspective, right? You want to keep your wealth in a tangible asset that's going to appreciate over time. And if you don't need to use it, it's easily left as a beneficiary to a future member and leaving a generational legacy to your children's children.
Fantastic. We have been joined. We have someone in the gallery right now of our show here in our Zoom studio, Marianne of Waikiki. Want to check in with Marianne. Marianne, we are live with your wealth strategies with Ben Rusk here. Marianne, do you want to say hello and talk wealth and gold and silver and stuff like that? Or you just what? Oh, she popped up. All right. Sound like she probably wanted to have more of a personal conversation, but she is one of our great participants and supporters here at the World Ability Podcast Network. So we
All
appreciate
right.
what she does. So Ben, um, you know, so so the thing I'm thinking about is with what you said, I'm picturing that in our American culture, and we have these dollar bills. So say somebody stuffs some dollar bills in their pocket, and then all of a sudden they're walking away, and for whatever reasons, something grabs at their pocket, and all of a sudden some dollars, fall out of their pocket. well, what are we going to do? We're going to reach down, we're going to pick it up, and we're going to put that money back in our pocket. So it sounds like you're talking about thinking about that situation where some dollar bills are falling on the sidewalk, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. You know,
Right.
no, no, we want to save that purchasing power. We want to keep it in our pocket. So it sounds like that's what you're helping
Absolutely.
us do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with the gold and silver, having access to your gold and silver 24/7, 365 means that you can acquire it, dispose of it, liquidate it, transfer the value back to your bank, and have that purchasing power growing with the rate of inflation rather than losing purchasing power just sitting in a 5% savings account.
All right, we're gonna try again with Marianne. I don't know if it's a technology issue, but just to check in, Marianne. You are live with Your Wealth Strategies with Ben Rusk. We're talking gold and silver and the power of a dollar and the challenge we have with inflation and building our legacy and funding our projects. Marianne, did you want to just watch and listen, Marianne, or do you want to join the conversation? Just checking in.
Well, aloha, and thank you so much, Kurt, for having me here. And yeah, I just like to listen. I have information through my intellectual property attorney, Dr. Liddy, who invests in gold and silver, and has talked to me about some organizations. So I'm just collecting all the information that we have, and yeah, we'll see what happens in 2025 in January. And I can kind of tell you too, with some of the inflation. I happen to be in San Carlos, Mexico. I read an article that says the peso in Mexico for the next 2 years is expected to be at 20 units, which is good if you are down in Mexico.
Well, there you go, Ben. Are we doing much yet in Mexico with Team Rusk here,
Ab-
or is this new
ab- ab-
frontier?
We are ready to open up Mexico. So if anybody down there wants some more gold and silver, we're happy to talk to them and get what they need to them. Absolutely. So we're looking for, new members to be uh, opening up soon in any one of our 32 countries that we're now open in.
Yeah, this is fantastic. What timing for us? It seems like it's always a good time to get in with the team here, but so yeah, to think about what I've been doing in the realm of, consulting people and adding value for people and now to have this and like I say, to have something that's just gold. There's something sexy, about gold and silver, right? It's kind of
Right.
flash. And Ben, I've told you that I've seen you before as we're going through our learning curve about, how simple it is to, help save that purchasing power. And as you were telling us, your excitement for it just is always there. You're like a kid in the candy store, but, now it's almost like say it's like drinking the Kool-Aid because it's now I feel like I'm a kid in the candy store. So it's
Right.
catchy. So hey, who wants to be a kid in the candy store? Mary Ann's here that always says, hey, go out and play. You know, how would it be to go out and play with your, gold and, silver belongings here? Because you built up quite a collection, Ben. Like it's a collectible thing, and it's like you got your little toys to show everybody, but it's got real value.
Absolutely.
Tell us
Uh,
about that. Tell us about your collection. What is that all about?
Well, we talk about, collecting uh, perfect perfect coins that have never been touched by human hands. These coins have been inspected and known to be in perfect condition, which makes them a MS70. And the value of collectible coins is really in the set, right? To complete a set and own the whole set is a special thing because a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort goes into assembling the set, which is what gives it value over time. And the longer you hold it, the more chance of the value going up. We even have special coin drops where we have almost works of art done in silver, right? I mean, these things are very gorgeous to look at and hold, but it has real value as well. So that's what we try to help people understand, that, you're building a treasure chest, and kings and queens had a treasury in the castle, and they had an army to protect them. And what were they protecting? They weren't protecting the family, they were protecting the treasure. And that's what we need to be going back to is, we talk about the crown jewels and the family treasure, the legacy. The concepts just haven't been taught over decades. So we forgot what the value of holding these things for ourselves was all about. Inc. magazine says the wealthy invest in five things. They invest in exclusive real estate, fine art, rare coins, gold, and other usable precious metals. Well, today we're offering four of the five here. And if anybody's interested in getting into the world of precious metals and want a guided tour, Kurt and I are standing by to help everybody understand the process and how easy it is and how inexpensive it really is to get started. So, pick up a membership today and learn the process and just begin, put $1 a day, $5 a week away into gold and silver, and you'd be very interested to know how fast that accumulates into real precious metals.
Absolutely. So we just kind of gave a little bit of a sample. It's simply just what it is. I mean, folks, I feel we could be just listening to what you've heard so far and just dive right in. But for those who like to, like Marianne is saying, to just collect all the information and just really get comfortable with it, we have a program that you do for us, Ben.
Right.
At minimum a couple days a week. Can you describe a little bit of the events you do that helps people get the whole spiel?
Absolutely. So Tuesday and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. we Eastern time, we do a Zoom call where we go through all of the details of the membership and all the benefits that you can gain from it. So we'd be happy to have anybody that would like to join that conversation, jump on a call. I'll put a QR code up on the screen that will allow you to get more information. And if the QR code doesn't work for you, I would just take you to the website silvergoldlegacy.com, because that's what we're all about here. We want to take silver and gold and leave a legacy to future generations. So check it out. And if you register on that page for the link, you'll get an email with the uh, Zoom meeting room and the times sent to your inbox. So there you go.
All right, and Emily's going to be putting a link in the description of this video and in the comments. Emily will have all of the post-production work on there that if you keep on top of this video, you'll be able to also work with Emily. So with this video, you've got all three of us. You got, Ben, Emily, and myself, and you even have a bonus. You have the lady in the background, my wife, Sue Ruska. She's a part of production here at the World Ability Podcast Network, and she's part of the team. So you really have the Fab Four right here. Happy to help you and not miss a beat with you, that you're getting everything you want in your experience with gold and silver. So again, this show has been gold. Emily, come on in here. You're not old enough to be our silver fox yet, but we'll find somebody to play that role with us.
Right.
So Emily, that'll do it for today. Again, if you have any need to contact me, you can contact me, Kurt, Kurt, at spiritofthegame.org. Call and text me, 262-372-1754. Thanks for being out there, everybody. And here's to your future.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And until next time, hope everybody has a safe and productive